Hello everyone. This is take 2 for me on the Bring Back My Bar. The first video I did was just extremely too long. I didn't want it to be that long, so I'm planning on flying through this one. I have almost all of the bars. I thought I had some, but must have already warmed them and forgotten about it. So I do have most of them. And there's what, I think 25 in the regular selection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yes, 25. And then there was 10 in the exclusive club selection. So of the 35, I think I'm missing 3. So I'm going to try to whiz on through this and get through this so that it doesn't take as long as it did the first time. So I'm going to jump right on in. The first one, and I'm going to go through all of the regular selections first, the ones that are available on the website for purchase in the month of January. So the first one is Ambrosia, which is not one that I've ever smelled before. It says, it's kind of cut off on my paper, but it says tropical pineapple, mandarin orange. Yeah, something, it's too cut off for me to see. Something juicy pears. I think I have a better one here. Let me try this one. Oh, mandarin orange slices, juicy pears, and ripe Concord grapes with hints of jam and fruit nectar. All right, so we've got a red label, red wax. Very good. It's very fruity. I'd say if you really like fruity category, this is worth a try. In the clamshell, it's a little on the light side, but I'm not sure how it's going to warm. Oh, well, it smells kind of stronger on the bottom, so I'm looking forward to Ambrosia. Gonna hopefully warm that up pretty soon so I can give that a try. All right, the next one is banana nut bread, which this is an older bar that I have of banana nut bread. I'm trying to see something. Yeah, okay. So, which it seems to come out a lot. Banana nut bread right from the oven with ripe bananas, nuts, and spices. And it's a kind of creamy colored wax. It has a definitive, on cold, definitive candy banana scent, but I find that the bakery really starts to come out when you warm it. It may not be like super authentic, but I find it to be pretty close, but not super long lasting, but I think it's very good. Next one on the list is Banana Berry, which was out, I want to say 2 times over the last 2 years. I know the first time was Easter collection, but I kind of thought it was Easter collection the second year too. I'm not sure. So this is Banana Berry, and just kind of wanted to show you something. I found that I had 2 banana berries, and the one I'm going to show you, I think, is obviously discolored because here's probably the fresher one. And then here's the other one that I have. Tell me that doesn't look super discolored. So, banana berry. It's supposed to be, I think, bananas and strawberries, lusciously sweet banana cream layered with succulent strawberries. I've always been kind of iffy on strawberry scents. I don't know. It doesn't, maybe I want it to be more authentic or something, but I'm having a hard time even smelling this one. Let me see the fresher looking one. Yeah, I actually think I smell the banana better on the fresher colored one. Maybe it's just my brain playing tricks on me. No, I actually smell the banana a little better out of the fresher colored one. So, I don't know. It's not one of my favorites. It's probably why the other one is discolored and hasn't been used. But it's all right. It's not one of my favorites, though. The next one is Blue Raspberry Ice, a stack of sweet cherry, ice white lemon, and blue raspberry. I think this is supposed to be like a rocket pop, and it's a white wax. Would have been nice if they had done like a red, white, and blue. That would have been cool. Yeah, very similar. Not quite like a rocket pop to me, but very similar. There's a kind of a weird note on the lemon, I think. Icy white lemon. It comes off a little strange to me, so I'm anxious to warm that one to see how I like it. The next one is Blueberry Rush. And this is one that was already in my inventory from the last time it was in the club. Last time it was in the Bring Back My Bar. And it says, a sweet surge of ripe blueberry leads a luscious bouquet of lively cranberry, black currant, and pomegranate. Just a quick little thing. My very first exposure to Blueberry Rush was actually in a car bar. Car bar is not going to have like the, top notes, mid notes, and the bass notes. It's just going to be a scent, right? And I thought it was absolutely fantastic, beautiful. I like blueberry, and it was just so nice for the car. The wax on warm, because I get the different notes, I think the black currant might come out just a little, because there's a timing in the warming that I'm kind of like, But I do still already have quite a few bars from the last time, so I'm going to be using up what I have. All right, the next one is Boho, a bohemian fragrance of clove-studded winter apples entwined with juicy black plums, candied mulberries, and cinnamon sticks. Seems like it would be very heavy on the spice because it says clove and cinnamon sticks. And then I tend to think black plums. But when I smelled it in the first go around, oops, sorry, forgot to show you. Boho. I definitely get a little spice, but it's not something that I thought it was going to be way spicier. I kind of get the apple. I'm thinking I'm probably getting the plums and the mulberries more. But I really thought it was going to be like heavy spice, and it really isn't. I think it's kind of even between spice and fruit, so looking forward to that one. The next one is from my collection that I already had, and that is bubblegum. And this is exactly what you would think and what the notes say. It says, the true scent of baseball card bubblegum. Sugar and cotton candy with a hint of mint. And that's exactly what it smells like. Like you opened up one of those baseball card packs and you pulled out the bubblegum, and you almost get the powderiness that's on the gum. Yeah, that's bubblegum. The next one, I think I've heard quite a few people saying that they're not too sure about this scent. And that is Casting Spells. Kind of like the color. I think somebody says chartreuse, and I would agree. I think it's that same color also. So, Casting Spell says, a bewitching blend of apple drizzle, roasted pears, and cinnamon bark. The notes to me sound great. I love apple, I love roasted pears, and I like cinnamon. I was a little concerned that it would have too much cinnamon. And I don't get a ton of cinnamon. What I get a lot of is the roasted pears, which I'm kind of surprised because sometimes I get things that say it has pear in it and I barely smell it. But there is a distinct kind of tinge in there, and I don't know if it's going to come out on warming, but I'm definitely interested. It seems like if it were going to smell just like it does on cold, there'd be something a little weird in there that I probably wouldn't like, even though I like the 3 notes. But I won't know for sure until I warm it. All right, the next one is also in my collection, and it is Cherry Almond Pie. And not only is it in my collection, but it's one that I already had open, and there's only 4 cubes left in it. It's hard to tell from that, but yeah, 4 cubes. And I love this scent. I know that we have, oh goodness, what's the one in something cherry strudel in the current catalog, which will be going away at the end of January. But I actually prefer cherry almond pie. And it says it's Orville's favorite dessert, graham crackers, sweet almond cream, and cherries. I don't know that I could say that I smell graham crackers. But when it's warming, I definitely get a distinct bakery kind of scent to it. It doesn't just smell like cherries to me. I definitely get something else with it. And it's a very good performer in terms of throw for the first, I don't know, it probably lasts about 6 hours for me, but it's a scent that it's like throw, and then just die. It just takes a nosedive. But I like it for the time that it's on, so it's probably going to go back into my club. I do like cherry almond pie. The next one is also in my collection from the last time, and that's cherry limeade. We had quite a few that were repeat, from Bring Back My Bars not that long ago. So cherry limeade, another red one, and it's a zesty key lime, and oh boy, did I get the key lime just now when I smelled. Zesty key lime, sweet cherry, and juicy berry, a delicious scent reminiscent of a soda fountain drink. And that's what it smells like. If you have a Sonic by you and you get a cherry limeade, that's what this smells like to me. A cherry limeade soda fountain drink. I love it. I like that bright cherry and lime together. Love it. All right, the next one is coconut cotton, which is also in my collection because it's another one that didn't stay away too long. And coconut cotton says sun-warmed cotton, creamy coconut milk, bright citrus. I don't get a lot of citrus from this. And white sandalwood transport you to a cabana on a tropical beach. It was in my club. I really, really liked it. I think my husband got tired of it because the last time I warmed it, he kind of was like, I'm kind of over that scent and didn't really want it anymore. So I took it out of my club. So the bars that I still have, I will continue to warm. Probably not in our bedroom anymore. And not going to go back in my club because of the fact that he got tired of it. All right, this one was also not that long ago. I think right before Corona started, so probably 2 years ago in the Bring Back My Bar. So it's from my collection. It's Grape Granita. And Grape Granita, let me put it there, it's like a deep purple. Grape Granita says, sun-warmed grape and pineapple with undertones of honeysuckle. I just get this deep, rich, dark purple grape. Like almost like a Welch's kind of thing. Oh yeah. I couldn't get it out the other day either. This baby throws. This baby throws really big time. Very strong. It's a very strong scent. It throws really, really well. If I remember correctly, it would last me over 24 hours. I just have a huge collection of it because I liked it, and my friend who would buy from me, and she didn't have a club, she loved it, and so I kind of stocked up at the end of that Bring Back My Bar session to make sure I had enough for her, and then the whole Corona thing, and she stopped purchasing, so I got a lot in my stash of Grape Granita. So I'll be working on what I have. I don't need any more of that one. The next one is new to me, and that is Huckleberry and Clementine. Now, I have experienced other huckleberry scents that I'm not like super opposed to them, but they're not my favorites. So I think it's huckleberry that I'm not crazy about. And this one says huckleberry preserves, clementine, and a sprig of strawberry vine. So, yeah, I think it's the huckleberry. Again, this will be the third or fourth scent that I've gotten that has huckleberry, and I think because this one has strawberry vine, probably doesn't really register all that great with me either. I don't know, there's just like this for lack of a better description, I've seen on another one where they use the term spicy, almost like there's a spiciness to a scent that doesn't really appeal to me. But who knows? It might do great when I warm it. So we'll see. Huckleberry and Clementine. The next one is in my collection, and that is Huckleberry Sage. And Huckleberry Sage is a green wax. And this one was in my club for a while because my husband really, really likes this one. And Huckleberry Sage says tart ruby cranberries and sweet, I'm guessing that's, sweet purple huckleberries dusted with silver sage. I was trying to read, the font is kind of messy. So again, green. He really likes this, and I definitely get, it says sweet purple huckleberries, and there's a definite sweetness to this one, whereas the other one, that tinge almost kind of borders on tartness. And it could be from the clementine for all I know, but this one is on the sweet side. And of all the huckleberries I've had, there was one that came out like in the Harvest collection. I know that. It was huckleberry something. It might have been like huckleberry wreath. And then a huckleberry and clementine, which I have not warmed, but on cold. And I have warmed huckleberry sage many times for my husband. And of the three, the least offensive, even on cold sniff, to me, is huckleberry sage. It actually smells really good on cold sniff. And then on warm, some little note comes out that it's not bad. It's just not a favorite to me, but he loves it. So I don't know that I'm going to put it in. I might put it in the club again for him and like put it maybe in the quarterly so that we don't get too many. I just need to make sure to finish using up the ones that I have. And I think because I took it out of the club a while ago, I think I might have like 3. So it's time to probably get it for him again. The next one is new to me, and that is Mandarin Moon in orange wax. And Mandarin Moon says spirited cinnamon and glowing ginger, illuminated by sweet orange and star anise. Now, when I did the video the first time, I was super scared of this one because I thought first thing that hit me was ginger, and I thought of that one scent that I can't stand that has ginger. And then cinnamon, ginger, and star anise. I thought, oh gosh, this is going to be like really spicy and, you know. And there is a spice, but you absolutely get the orange in this. I think it smells wonderful. In fact, I even said it in the first video that this is what I think that the brick that came out of the pomander, whatever it is, like sweet orange pomander, whatever it's called. That's what I think this should have, or that scent should have smelled like this. I think it should have smelled like Mandarin Moon. I like this one. I think it smells good on cold sniff. I do definitely get some spice, but it doesn't overpower the orange. You still get some orange, and I'll find out for sure when I warm it. The next one is Maui Mist, which is in my collection. And this is the one that I voted for and voted for and voted for and voted for, and I was so happy that it made it back. Maui Mist says, creamy bouquet of rose, lilac, wood, and musk drizzled with creamy vanilla. Now, I know there are a lot of people who don't like rose. They don't like floral. I don't get, it's starting to get a little wet. Just a little. I don't get maybe somebody who doesn't like floral might think it smells floral. I just get this creaminess. Like this beautiful, creamy scent. And, you know, like you kind of think from the scent notes, like, what does it have to do with Maui? Like, but I could almost see this as like you're on a summer vacation and you think of the sun and sand and beach and let's take out sunscreen, right? I don't expect it to smell like sunscreen, but just like, you have your tropical drinks, just the whole idea of tropical. This fits for me. I don't really, to me, it doesn't really come across as floral, but somebody else might think that. I think it's beautiful. I don't think it's not a super strong performer. I did put it in my half bath and it does wonderfully there. But of course, it's a small room. I keep the door closed. But I put the other 6 cubes in my dining room. It did not throw like, oh my gosh, the room is super filled with the scent, but I could smell it. It wasn't super strong, but I could smell it. So that was good enough for me. I thought in my bedroom, it'll probably do even better because it's smaller than the dining room. All right, the next one is Midnight Fig, which I was scared about this one. Midnight Fig, which is kind of a super dark purple. Kind of like a burgundy wine. Like I think of if you served yourself a glass of a red wine, it would have that look to it. So this says, earthy, ripened figs and golden berries tempered by musky woods will open your eyes and captivate your senses. So I remember, because I don't always like fig. I'm one of those people that finds fig most of the time to be too earthy scented. And, ooh, that kind of went down my throat, the scent. There's definitely an earthiness to it, but it's kind of pretty. I don't know if I'm going to like it on warm, but I think the berries kind of come out. So you get the woods and the earthy of the figs, but the berries tries to kind of mellow it a little bit and make it a little softer. So this is not just earthy, but it's definitely earthy. So I won't know for sure on this one until I warm this one. That's for sure. That's a definite on that one as to whether or not I have to warm it first. All right, the next one's from my collection, and that is Pink Haze. And it's starting to discolor on me because it should be more pink, and it looks like it's getting kind of creamy colored. So Pink Haze says, a sweet confection of berries, nectarines, and vanilla laced whipped cream nestled in marshmallow fondant. And I'm pretty sure Pink Haze is supposed to be a dupe for something, but probably like a Victoria's Secret scent or whatever. But this one's getting a little shiny there. It's absolutely beautiful. It's definitely a lady perfumey kind of scent, so which makes me think even more that it probably is is it Love Spell? I don't know. It's one of them. I think it's very pretty. I like it. I think it performs well. It's on the softer side, so I don't need a ton of it, but I do like it. All right, the next one is Salted Caramel Cupcake. That was one that I did have. It was in my collection, but I think, I don't know when. I think I finally decided, it's time to just warm this thing. And in my mind, I still had it, but no, I don't. So Salted Caramel Cupcake says, creamy golden caramel with hints of cocoa and delicate sea salt crowns a buttery cupcake. I do remember liking it. Obviously, I didn't like it enough to put it in my club because I don't think it was ever in my club. But I think I might have had one or two. Bakery, I don't do a lot of bakery. I probably wanted the caramel to be stronger. I'm thinking in my mind that the cupcake probably diminished the caramel a little too much for me. But I do remember it smelled really, really good. The next one I also thought was in my collection, but I do remember, I think the only thing I have is like the little mini tester that I keep by my washer whiffs that I still have of Shimmer. And that's the next scent, Shimmer. So sweet cherries, velvety apricots, and sensual white musk crowned with a tiara of shimmering spun sugar. It, along with, I would say Pink Haze, Shimmer, and Sugar. They're not going to like smell exactly alike or anything like that, but I put them in the same category. They're kind of like a lady perfumey, sweet, sugary kind of scent. All three of them to me are that kind of scent. I think they're all very pretty. I find them all to be in the probably maybe like medium category for throw. So I'm definitely going to pick up a few of the Shimmer, especially since I don't have it, thinking I did. I'm going to pick up some more of that, but club for me, probably not. The next one is also from my collection. It's Simply Vanilla. And this one, from what I'm finding out, because my bar is probably from like 2019, and my bar has started to change, not just color, I think, but scent. Like I'm picking up more of the waxiness, almost like a Play-Doh scent from it. I do remember liking it a lot when it came out, but I'm finding out from other people that a vanilla scent, you need to make sure not to let it sit for too long. So I need to get through the ones I have. So I'm probably not going to pick up any more Simply Vanilla. The next one is Spiced Orange Harvest, which would be new for me. And this one is kind of like a toasted orange kind of color. And Spiced Orange Harvest says strong sweet oranges spiced with cloves and cinnamon. Another one that I think, based on the description, sounds like it should be like that pomander one that came out in the brick. Oh, this one to me smells, it says strong sweet oranges. You definitely get orange in this one. If anything, no, I don't want to say, because I know there's a lot of people who don't like oodles of orange, and it doesn't actually say orange in oodles of orange, but I get like a strong orange scent from it. The top of it kind of reminds me of oodles of orange with the spice behind it. I mean, you really get orange in this one. So if you're not a person who likes to smell orange, I would not steer you towards this. But if you like orange, I do, and you want the orange to really come out more than the spice, which is what I wanted from the pomander one, I'm definitely excited about trying this one because I do love orange. All right. I don't get a super strong spice from it. It's there, but it's not overly pronounced. The next one is also in my collection, and that is Sugar, which is what I was just talking about with the other two, Shimmer and Pink Haze. And it says fruity blend of lemon drops and cotton candy. Another one that is a Victoria's Secret's dupe. Maybe this is the Love Spell one. I don't know. One of them is. Very sweet, very pretty, girly perfuming. I love it. I think it's beautiful. I like super strong scents, and those three that I mentioned aren't like super strong throwers. So it's kind of like either my bathroom or bedroom kind of scent, and I can't have a ton of it because I tend towards more the manly scents as opposed to the perfumey girly scents. So I'll get a few to keep me going, especially since it looks like, it doesn't take that long to come back. And the next one is also from my collection. It's the last one of the ones that's available in January on the website itself. And that is Thunderstorm. And that one is a dark, dark blue wax. All right. Thunderstorm says very refreshing, sharp, spicy. This is the one that I read that said spicy, and I thought spicy. Sharp, spicy, outdoor fragrance like the breeze in a storm. And I love this scent. If you've watched my videos, you know that I like mixing fresh cut grass with a floral. I love that combination of a grass or greenery with floral. And that's what Thunderstorm gives to me. I don't get, like I've said, I thought before I started doing some vendor wax, I thought I just didn't like aquatic notes because it seemed like more than 75% of the time, if it was an aquatic scent from Scentsy, they put a certain note in there that I just don't like. I think there's a little bit of because of the Thunderstorm, you kind of get like the feeling of smelling the outdoors after it's rained, but I don't get that weird note that I don't like. I think this is beautiful. This was in my club. I had it in there for a while, and then after I'd gotten so many, I kind of took it out. So I don't have that many left. I probably have maybe 3. So it's time for me to put Thunderstorm back into my club. I adore that scent. All right. And then from the exclusive area, which is only available in the club, if any of these scents sound appealing to you, you have to have a club, or even if you do a one-time club order, and let's say of the scents that I tell you, like Southern Evening is one, and it's one that's been here before, and maybe you've experienced Southern Evening and you just love Southern Evening, but you don't want to keep getting it over, maybe you want 6 and you're good at that. You could do a one-time club order, put in 6 Southern Evening. I personally at that point would recommend, if you're going to put that many in, maybe that would get you the 10% off, but I personally would want to get to the $60 so that I can get a half price item. Just me. But you can do something like that if you don't want to have an actual club, but you want something from the club exclusives. So I'm going to jump in here. The first one in here is Aussie Plum, which is definitely a new one for me. And Aussie Plum, which kind of the same color as the label, kind of like a lighter burgundy kind of color. Aussie Plum says melange. I don't know what that word is. Melange of juicy plum, pink grapefruit, and tart pomegranate with smooth vanilla. Ooh, okay. I get the pink grapefruit actually. Oh, come on. Yeah, I definitely get grapefruit. See what happens when you try to talk fast because I'm trying to hurry up because I don't want it to be super long. I definitely get the grapefruit in here. I don't know. I think I'm getting pomegranate after that. I don't know that I get plum because a lot of times plum isn't a very scent that I like a lot of. But Aussie Plum smells pretty good. It smells more like pomegranate and grapefruit to me, but the next one, sorry if I'm going too fast for you, but I really don't want this to be super duper long. This one is Bora Bora Blossom, and it says succulent island fruits and lush orchid balanced with a kiss of fresh green violet leaf. Very first sniff, it smells awesome. I like it. I like it a lot. I think I'm probably getting more of the plant over the fruit, at least on the top. I'm getting a little more fruit on the bottom, and I'm not getting that strong tropical fruit kind of scent. I'm getting fruit, but I definitely get a very good balance with what I would consider to be kind of the floral of the orchid and the violet leaf. It actually smells really good. Really, really good. Very well balanced on Cold Sniff. The next one is called My Home. And My Home says, a new name for our favorite spicy cinnamon and floral scent. I was thinking, it says My Home and it says a new name. And I was like, is that meant to be like a new name for Welcome Home? It kind of reminds me of Welcome Home. I'm like, is it? And, because it's got a different name, it's throwing me off. I haven't warmed Welcome Home that much. I had one brick. I used it, but I didn't sit there and sniff it all the time. So, and it's not like something I've warmed for the past couple of years so that, I know what it smells like because I smell it all the time. This smells good. I like it. It doesn't throw floral to me, and it doesn't really throw cinnamon. It just like this sweet scent. I don't know. But sweet and kind of spicy at the same time. I like it. All right, the next one is from my collection, and it's Simply Rose. So I didn't pick this one up. I did an exclusive club order just so that I could get these, but obviously if it was something I already owned, I didn't do that. I didn't put it in there. So Simply Rose is just that. It smells like a rose. And the description's cut off on here. I think I had gotten it on the other one. I think it says an open bud of classic floral fragrance. And it truly smells like rose. And I keep thinking if you got some kind of product, I don't know if it was like a ladies perfume or, sometimes you buy stuff for your kids to kind of start using and playing with, and, they want something, and I don't know that they'd want a rose one, but it's a very, outside of a rose, it's a very familiar scent to me, whether it was it's not Gina Tay, right? But, some drugstore perfume that you would get as a kid. It just reminds me of something like that. All right. The next one is Hendrix. And obviously it's named after Jimmy because I see guitars all over that label. So, and the description says, rock and roll with an electrifying blend of earthy patchouli, glowing sandalwood, and bold pink pepper harmonized with sweet tobacco flower. Like I said, I did this video the other day when it came in and it was way, way, way too long. But I can tell you, I've already put this in my club and I put it in with 2 bars. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, is this not an Etta scent? If you are totally opposed to patchouli, then I would say stay away from it. But the patchouli, I think it's beautiful. There's a little bit of an earthiness to the patchouli, but then there's this sweet blend in there also, and I think that comes from the sweet tobacco flower. Oh my gosh. And then with the sandalwood, holy moly. Of all the scents that came back, I mean, I love Maui Mist, but on cold sniff, I don't know how Hendrix is going to do on warm, but on cold sniff, Hendrix is my absolute favorite. I am in love with that scent. It is gorgeous. The next one is Caramel Pear Crisp, and kind of like a goldenrod kind of color. That's pretty. And this one is kind of cut off on this one. So it says perfectly ripe pear and juicy nectarine, blanketed in a brown sugar crust and topped with a dollop of warm caramel cream. So what I get from it is there's going to be some bakery notes that are going to like dwindle it down on the scent for me. I definitely get the pear again. And I'm getting brown sugar. And maybe a little bit of what would be the caramel cream. I'm definitely getting pear. And then there's the juiciness that might be the nectarine. But I definitely get brown sugar. And maybe caramel. I'm not sure. But I'm definitely getting pear and brown sugar. All right. The next one is from my collection. And I talked about how this one came back, Southern Evening, if it was one that that you find interesting. And this one's actually in good shape, but I had pulled, when I was looking for them, I pulled 2 other ones, and the other 2 are so wet, it's not funny. Like, I'm almost afraid to turn this one completely. I mean, look at that. I'm afraid it's going to start spilling out if I turn it anymore. So that one looks pretty bad. I'm going to have to warm that one like right away. All right, so Southern Evening says French lavender, geranium, subtle fruits, and white musk. And this one is really, really pretty. My husband really likes this one. This was actually probably the first scent that I warmed from Scentsy because it was in that kit or that raffle thing that he won for me. Southern Evening was in there. I think it was the very first scent we warmed. He really, really, really likes it. But he does like lavender. And that would have been really early on. And I'm not a huge lavender person. So I was like iffy on the scent. But my sister had recommended mixing Southern Evening with Hemingway. And that was beautiful. I really liked that one. So I'm probably going to put Southern Evening back in the club because I have to go through those ones that are like super wet. And if I put it in the quarterly, that'll give me like one every 3 months, and that should be good because he does really like that one, and I want to be able to have him enjoy it. The next one is a new one for me, and that is Oats and Honey, and that's like a caramel brown kind of color. And it says a buttery mix of toasted oats and Tupelo honey, oven crisped with vanilla maple. And I do remember, at least the other day, I didn't pick up on maple at all. Yeah, now I do. See how things can change just over a day or two? I don't get a heavy maple, but I do get maple. Maybe more on the bottom, and I think it's mixing with the butteriness that it talks about. I don't really get like the oats per se, at least not on cold sniff. I get a rich buttery and some caramel. So, okay. Maybe like taking salted caramel. Is there one salted? Maybe taking like salted caramel cupcake with butter pecan. Something like that. And the next one is the other one that would have been in my collection, but I must have warmed it and I don't remember warming it, so I don't have it anymore. But that's the point, right? To finish up what you got. So the next one was Toffee Butter Crunch. So I didn't pick it up because I thought it was in my collection still. Toffee Butter Crunch, salted caramel glaze, candied walnuts, toffee, and vanilla bean. I did like that one. Again, that would be in the like bakery category. It would have had a distinct caramel scent to it. I liked it. I probably liked it more than salted caramel cupcake for me, because the cupcake would have dwindled the caramel scent for me too much. But I can't tell you what it smells like right now because I don't have it. Sorry. And then the last one in the list is World Traveler. And World Traveler is a pretty blue color. And let's see, on here it says blackberry, dark pomegranate, and oak bark inspire adventure. And very kind of cologne-y, like that's a word, cologne-like. But a freshness. It says blackberry and dark pomegranate. I guess it's the fruit mixed with the oak bark, which is kind of killing some of the, it doesn't come off as like fruity. To me, it actually comes off kind of cologne-like, but with woods and a little bit fruit. So, I mean, you know, they put those kind of scent notes in cologne. So, but it definitely has kind of a fresh cologne kind of scent for me. I like it. I think it smells really, really good. I'm looking forward to trying that one. But in terms of my absolute favorite on Cold Sniff, I'm going to go with Hendrix, which unfortunately is only available in the club. So if you don't have a club and you're completely opposed to it, maybe get with your consultant and see if they can pick it up for you if they have a club. But that to me on Cold Sniff smells like it's worth the club. But I do like patchouli. I like that scent, and I think it mixes with that sweet tobacco flower beautifully, and the sandalwood. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Anyways, 42 minutes. That's a lot less than I did the other day. So I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you've come to some decisions as to what bars maybe you wanted to get from the club. I'm looking forward to hearing what scents you're wanting to pick up. If you're going to get any from the exclusive ones, I'd love to know which ones you think you might want to pick up. So until next time, enjoy your scents, enjoy your day, and enjoy your journey. Talk to you later. Bye.